Welcome to Guess the Prof. Yes, it's that hilarious new game show where contestants vie for fantastic prizes by guessing the name of the professor who is being imitated by another professor. The first round questions are worth 10 points each. This week, we took our cameras with us to Winona State University in Winona, Minnesota. And Johnny Olson, tell the contestants what they might win today.
A fuel-injected 5.7 V8 engine, automatic transmission with overdrive transmission and all the other standard features, plus these options. 6-way power seats, power door locks, Bose stereo system, Bilstein shocks, cruise control, heavy-duty cooling, rear window defogger, under seal coating and California emission. And if you win this car, you'll also receive the Black Max Auto Security System from Cigar, featuring an automatic motion detector which provides continuous protection automatically every time you leave your vehicle from Max.
We're ready for the first segment of Guess the Prof.
Well, good morning, class. What a beautiful class this is, and what a beautiful day. My, it is certainly lovely, and what a lovely young lady you are.
Did you guess the Prof? That was Dick Schneider. Now we're ready for segment number 2 of Guess the Prof.
Welcome to my videotape presentation of Lotus 1, 2, 3.
Did you guess the Prof? I don't know how you could have. That was a very biased, unfair, and terrible impression of Larry Bergen. Now, let's go to the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Honest to God, class, in Winona, they don't even know who the hell we are over here in Rochester.
Did you guess the Prof? That was Winona State's new Rochester professor, Larry Salee. And as we all know, Rochester is the real main campus of Winona State University. There are 10 points apiece for the correct answers. And now we're ready for the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Why do they make these blackboards so damn high?
Yes, you're right. That was Fred Erkey. And now we're ready for the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Hey, there's the difference between an accountant and a computer. A computer's got a personality.
Yes, I'm sure that's one everyone got. An Emmy Award-winning imitation of Brian Briggs. And now the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Why do they put these damn screens so high? I gotta get off to my law practice.
Yes, there's another one I'm sure everyone guessed. That was Fred Erkey. Remember, 10 points for every correct answer, and I hope you home viewers are playing right along with us. Now, the next segment of Guess the Prof.
I know I'm the only accounting instructor in Rochester, but I'm not Fred Wolf.
Oh, I know that was a hard one, but that was Larry Sally, our Rochester instructor, denying that he is last year's notorious Rochester instructor, Fred Boyce. If you got 10 points on that one, you're an expert at Guess the Prof. And here is our next segment.
Hello, students. My name is Jim Hurley.
Well, that one was a giveaway because he identified himself in the segment. Yes, that was Jim Hurley. And now, the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Welcome to Tax 1.
Yes, they're getting easier all the time. That was Fred Erkey. And now the next segment of Guess the Prof.
Well, as today we set a new record. We had 375 transparencies. And tomorrow we will try for another record of 400 overheads. And besides, for tomorrow, your assignment is to include 4 excuses for me not to show up at the alumni banquet.
But a lot of you missed that one. That may have been misled by all those transparencies. No, that was not Larry Bergen. That was Jim Hurley. And now we're ready for the next segment of Guess the Prof.
I am not driving all the way from Rochester to Winona for that banquet. They don't give me any travel funds, and no secretarial support to draw me a map how to get there.
Well, you're certainly catching on now. Yes, that was Larry Sally, the Rochester campus director of the accounting program. And now, the next segment of Guess the Prof.
What? Where's the overhead? No overhead. We can't hold class. There's no overhead projector. We might even have to cancel for the quarter, for the year. No overhead.
Well, there was another scurrilous, unfair, biased impression of Professor Bergen, but the decision of the judges is final, and they have determined that it is Professor Bergen. And now we're ready for the next segment of Guess the Prof.
It's only 8 after. I'm not late.
Oh, yes, the pillow stuffed underneath the shirt gave that one away. Yes, that was Fred Erkey and his box of tax books. Now, that concludes our 10-point questions. Now, we go into our final bonus round with one question worth 1 million points. This question could determine our winner. And now, the special bonus question of Guess the Prof.
Question of chapter 14 now. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to address them at this time and explain more fully what was covered in the chapter in terms that the average ordinary person could understand. Yes, you. Go ahead, please.
Could you explain about statistical sampling that's discussed in the appendix to that chapter?
Where?
The appendix.
The appendix? Did I sign the appendix to anybody in this class? Come on, did I sign the appendix? If I want to sign something, you don't read it. That's not a question that I should have to answer. You. We'll ask a question over here. Go ahead, please.
Would you explain what the author means on page 562, paragraph 2?
562, paragraph 2. What the hell am I supposed to do? Memorize the whole book? I can't remember what's on every page in this textbook. Now let's have another question. Yes, you. Please go ahead. Ask the question.
Can you explain to me the meaning of goodwill?
Meaning of goodwill. As a practical matter, if you had read the picture, you wouldn't have to ask questions like that.
Well, you'll have to tune in next week to find out the answer to that segment. But for now, our studio audience and I would like to say thank you for tuning in to Guess the Prof.
All together now. To all the girls who care for me, who feel.
Parting gifts courtesy of American Standard.
Welcome to this week's installment of Muckraking, the nation's #1 Sunday night hard-hitting investigative reporting series. This week we took our cameras to Winona State University in Winona, Minnesota, where there is a scandal developing regarding the manner in which student grades are determined. We took our secret minicam into the halls of WSU. In a moment, we'll show you what we found. Our first stop was to take our cameras down Sampson Hall to the office of Fred Erkey.
Where's that tax test? Ah, there it is. Let's see. Possible 100 points. Think I'll make A's 18 points and above. Nobody will ever get that.
Professor Erkey obviously takes great sadistic pleasure in coming up with a test that no one can possibly pass. Here is Professor Tom Lee. Our hidden camera caught him in the act of preparing to grade a set of exams.
Boy, makes me mad when I have to bring those things twice.
The only thing wrong that we could find with Professor Lee's system was he didn't have enough steps for pluses and minuses. Here is Professor Briggs.
Matt Mueller's test. Well, let's see what he earned on this test. 3 ounces. I wonder what 3 ounces is. Must be a B. I did better last time. 4 ounces last time. Oh, Carl Nelson. Let's see how he did on this test. That's funny. Let's do it again. Huh? Weightless. Carl Nelson's test is weightless. Okay. Guess he gets another E.
The day after shooting that segment, we subpoenaed the scale and found that it weighed accurately. So we have no complaints about Mr. Briggs' method for determining grades. Here we stop into the accounting department office and see the program director, Richard Snyder, grading exams.
Gee, do I hate grading tests. Just look at this number of tests I gotta go through. That is really something. Well, let's see what we got the first one here. Mark. What did I get? Oh my. Let's see what's here. And 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And let's see, $40. Coffee here. Find out the grade. Final exam, $40. B. B. Mark gets a B. B on that one. Well, things have really been kind of slow. I'm going to have to give some harder exams. Business has just been not good at all. I wanted to buy a new TV, and sure as hell, I'm not going to be able to buy a new TV. You don't have a little more business. Let's see what we got here. A check! A check! Oh, those stupid students, don't they know any better than that? I told them time and time again, cash, 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 not a check.
We found Mr. Schneider's grading scale to be very reasonably priced, especially in comparison to what it would cost at St. Mary's and St. Teresa's. Of course, at those private schools, you always pay a great deal more for the same or a lesser quality educational experience. After leaving Professor Schneider's office, we went down the halls of Thompson and found Dr. James Hurley grading his exams.
Well, let's see, this next test, what grade should I assign to it? 5. 5 it is. Well, looks like a 5 is in the 45% possibility, which will be a C. That sounds pretty good. So, this one gets a C. Well, how about this next test? Whoops. That one's an incomplete. Incomplete. Well, how about the next one? Oh. Doug Norman. Well, I better not take any chances. I'll just better put one over here. Just use one. Can't be too careful. 6. Well, looks like let's see for that one. And Doug Norman gets a C.
We found Dr. Hurley's grading method to be a superior one, especially since he obviously took a student's actual ability into consideration in deciding how many dice to use in determining the grade. After leaving Dr. Hurley's office, we proceeded to the last office to see the grading procedure used by Professor Bergen.
Yeah, I guess it's about time I graded these homework problems. Essay questions. I always hate grading essay questions. Yeah. So boring reading essay questions. Stretch it out a little bit here. Now, see what we got here. Boring. Read these things. Keep you up all night. At least they type them. I don't know if that'll affect the grade or not. Let's see. Wow! Typing does help, I guess. There's an A paper. Let's see here. up there. Oh. Joe Pulaski. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know if Pulaski knew how to type. Must have got somebody to do it for him. Now, Joe, see how you do here. Joe Pulaski. Pulaski. I don't think I can take any chances. See how it flies. Well, those are the brakes, Joe. Treat you like everybody else. The D. Highest score you got in this quarter, Joe. I liked it when I attached the toaster last time. That was better. Yeah, what else?
We found Professor Bergen's grading system to be superior. He also took into consideration a student's natural abilities in determining grades. So students were treated as individuals, which is, of course, the most appropriate basis to use for grading. Therefore, in conclusion, our investigation of grading practices at Winona State University found no practices which were not acceptable and not used at other prestigious universities throughout the country. However, on one day, we put our hidden camera in the department offices, and it seems that there was a departmental meeting that day. So you are about to be given a rare glimpse into how major academic decisions are made at the accounting program of Winona State University.
Okay, we're all present here today?
Let's get the show on the road.
Good, good, everybody's here. First item on the agenda is that we have a petition for permission to take an overload by Paul Shodin.
Yeah, right.
I'll take care of it. I'll give it the attention that it deserves. Everyone? All right. Second item on the agenda is contributions to the accounting program. And the first contribution that we have today is from, we've got an envelope here from Arthur Anderson.
All right.
Yay. Let's open that.
They've always been generous, haven't they?
There's some scholarship money there.
Serious money.
Serious money. That's right. Big league giving right here.
Some of our best students have done
That's
this
true.
program.
We expect quite a bit from these people.
Yeah, here we are.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I tell you. Let's count her up.
How much is there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Wow.
Hey! That's more than last year.
Well, that's a 40% increase over last year.
Holy balls. Can you believe that?
I think
Wow.
that Carl Nelson must have put in a good word for us.
I think he did. I think he did.
Be sure to send them a thank you letter.
I think we should, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute now. Thank you letter. Let's see, a postage stamp is 22 cents. And we only got 14 cents. That means that means that would cost us 8 cents more than what we got. Do we have any money in Jim's contingency fund?
Well, I'm not sure. Jim has been taking care of the fund. You want to check into that, Jim?
I'll check into it. Yeah.
You know, there really
I don't have too much in there.
Yeah, I know. Ever since you've been...
It's been going down an awful lot.
You get in a quarter, we had over $100 in the contingency fund.
You've been checking into it a lot lately. Maybe somebody else should do it.
All right, well, let's go on.
We'll see.
Talking about contributions, I got kind of a word of bad news. You remember that... Do you remember that,
Student?
Student? No! Yeah.
What?
All right, you smart smartasses. Do you remember the IBM PC that we got?
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I walked by that room the other day. It's gone. Where'd it go?
Well, 3M gave us that because of the good quality of the students that we've been placing with.
Oh, yes.
You know, you remember the one that went with them last year?
Yes.
Been with them about 6 months?
Yes.
And they sent somebody down to get the computer.
3M give it, 3M take it away.
They repossessed it.
Repossessed.
Was it?
It seems like the guy really screwed up.
Is there any chance we'll get a computer back?
Well, they did say something. They gave me a call. You know, I called them about this whole thing, and they said possibly this next year we'll get a Commodore.
Oh!
Not saying much for our students, is it?
But there are some people that like those.
That's what I've heard.
What do we have?
Okay.
I got a closing.
God, come on, you guys. Every time you give me that shit, you gotta leave, you gotta leave. Let's just get going here. I'll go to the next item on the agenda.
That's what we expect you to do.
Thank you.
Very orderly mind.
Or you can do the same one over again.
Now, we're going on to the accounting scholarship. Brian Briggs has a report for us.
Well, we have 3 equally qualified candidates, Joanne Osborne, Kim Drescher, and Debbie Wick.
Fantastic.
I really can't recommend one over the other.
No, they are all good students, and they're all about equal in my mind, too.
Well, maybe we should vote for them the way I grade my tax classes. That seems fair, do you think?
I think an official, impartial, departmental ballot is the only way to handle it.
I think so. Would you prepare the
I
ballot?
would be happy to prepare the ballot.
Okay, now, do we want to,
I have here the ballot.
got it. Do we want to do this balloting in secret, closing our eyes?
No.
Open sunshine laws. We'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, ugliest man first.
Dick, go ahead.
Dick, go ahead. Thank you.
For once, get some recognition.
One for Debwick.
We stay in the ugliness order, right?
Let's go. Kim Drescher.
Must be,
Must be Fred's turn.
Fred's turn, that's right.
Oh, second one for Kim.
let's see. I gotta pass my board here.
Go ahead.
One for Joanne.
Tom, it's got to be your turn. There's only 2 of us left. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, what do we got?
We gotta break the tie.
2
right?
for Deb. You know, if I hit Joanne, we got a 3-way tie.
That's all right, we'll give them all 3 the same thing and get on with the meeting.
Yeah, let's see.
Free winner.
Now we got another dart off.
Free winner.
Dart off.
One dot.
One dart.
Oh, everybody gets a dart, don't they?
How do we do this?
We could be darting off all day around here.
Reverse order of ugliness this time?
Yes, reverse order of ugliness.
All right.
Okay.
Hey.
Everybody close at the same time.
Everybody.
Come on.
So you
Yeah,
have to
everybody
kill.
close. All right. Got
Everybody
your mark?
at the
All
same
right.
time.
Get
All right.
the set. Go.
Oh, we have an extension.
Oh, 2 abstentions.
Oh, yeah, 2
Kim.
extensions and,
2 for Kim.
Kim wins.
Looks like Kim's the winner. Kim won.
All right.
Okay. All right.
At least it was impartial.
it was fair.
Fair.
Right, it was very fair. Nobody can complain.
That was for the scholarships, wasn't it?
That's a scholarship.
How much do we give them this year?
All
I
when
did the same thing last year.
I looked at the contribution from Arthur.
Arthur Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that in my pocket here. Well, make sure you put it in our account so we can draw a check on it.
Okay. Okay, and the next item on our agenda will be the outstanding accounting students. And Tom, you take care of that for us. How many applications do we have this year?
We only had 2 applications, and both of them are good students and so forth. And, only have 2.
Nobody down there?
Well, apparently only 2 thought that it was a worthwhile goal. Kim Drescher was one.
Kim.
Mike Mahoney was the other one.
Oh, gee.
No,
That's so I'm partial about it.
well, I think we should vote, and I prepared an appropriate ballot.
You got a ballot?
Tom's got a ballot.
That's a ballot.
Appropriate ballot.
Fair.
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 All right.
All right.
Okay.
order.
Go ahead. In order of our...
Oh, Ken Drescher gets one.
That wasn't a very solid vote.
I got to check that one.
Well, it's one apiece.
I knew that.
Here we go. I'll throw mine.
He calls somebody to abstain.
Another extension. Holy mackerel, is it tie score, sir?
One up.
Yeah,
One more. Oh, another one.
three for Ken.
Oh!
Hi, we got that. Start off. Start on.
We got enough here? Everybody got one?
Everybody throws at one time.
Everybody throws.
Okay, take your position there. 1, 2, 3.
Kim won.
3, 1, and 2 abstentions.
No. 4 to nothing.
4 to nothing.
4 to nothing.
And
It
2
was
abstentions.
almost unanimous.
Unanimous? Or
Yes, unanimous among those that voted.
It is unanimous.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 abstentions.
Well, again, it was fair. That's all that counts.
Fair and impartial.
Absolutely. Who's so accused of being independent and impartial?
I feel that the quality of our criteria is improving at each week.
That's right.
Okay.
I move we adjourn.
I second that.
Anything else on the
Anything
agenda?
else?
Come on, guys. We got one final item.
Second.
One final item.
All in favor?
Now, the final item is, do we know of anybody who should not be graduating this May?
Who shouldn't graduate?
Should not be graduating.
Well, should not
I don't know.
this May.
Oh, geez. I've had a few of these.
I know. Oh, yes.
I wonder.
Advanced accounting, you must get them there.
Well, I've got, right now I've got about 20-something in advanced accounting. I started out with 32. It's down to 20-something right now, but
That's
even...
why they call you the eliminator.
I've got that auditing class of all seniors too, and, well...
I think you're about to do in there.
Well, more than 2 probably.
How about some names out here? We got a lot of them here that we got to be concerned about here.
Oh, I had quite a few in my tax class. The seniors in that class.
And cost?
Cost?
Cost as well.
Advanced cost or?
Cost 1, cost 2.
No.
Boy, I tell you, I just don't know.
What do you think, Larry?
Advanced accounting, consolidations, they don't know much about consolidations.
Right,
Or acquisitions.
or eliminations.
Depreciation, actually.
For amortization.
Right now, I can see a whole bunch of students that shouldn't be graduating.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're...
What do you mean?
You're absolutely correct.
Let's try to identify
You
them.
know who they are?
Let's try to identify them.
We do. They're right
There.
This is MTV Music Television. Nina Blackwood with Thompson Twins. Sneak preview video from Rush in 15 minutes. Genesis guitarist Mike Rutherford tells us what's next for the band within 10 right now.
But first, a sneak preview video of the rockin' singing Profs.
There were some great songs written in the 50s and 60s. And even though none of us in this group here tonight were alive at that time, we remember fondly quite a few of those songs because, well, we're not only accountants, we're music historians, each and every one of us. Of course, we've all written many songs personally and played in bands all over the world. But it gives us special pleasure tonight to do this song because it is so close to us. And especially tonight, I would say, with this great group and a fantastic evening. We've changed the words a little bit to this song, Larry has, but still the meaning is very clear. And so I hope now at this time that all of you would join with me to welcome our group. Who knows what the name of it is? I sure don't. We call ourselves, among other things,
Rockin' Singing Accounting Profs.
all right.
We interrupt this program to give you a special announcement. The American Federation of the Hearing Impaired has determined that the following segment, which sounds like 6 coyotes baying at a full moon, may be injurious to your eardrums. Listeners are advised that they view this segment at their own risk.
Don't know much about EVSs, full delusions or prepaid expenses. You don't know much about amortizations, full absorptions or depreciations. But as an accountant, you still want to be. You'll have to pass my intermediate 3. And what a wonderful course that can be. Don't know much about combinations or acquisitions with eliminations. You don't know much about liquidations nor understand about fund applications. Like an accountant, you still want to be. You have to take advanced accounting from me, and what a wonderful course that can be. Now you don't need to be an A student, but nothing less than a C. Cause if you're only a D student flunky, you won't get your accounting degree. Don't know much about a dissolution. You work the problems, get the wrong solutions. You don't know much about tax exemptions, the cost of goods or auditing pensions. But if an accountant, you still want to be. You'll have to take your auditing from Tom Lee, and what a wonderful course that can be. Now you don't need to be an A student, but nothing less than a C. Cause if you're only a D student flunky, you won't get your accounting degree. Don't know much about a dissolution. You work the problems, get the wrong solutions. You don't know much about tax exemptions, the cost of goods or auditing pensions. But if an accountant, you still want to be. You'll have to take cost accounting from me, and what a wonderful course that can be. But if an accountant, you still want to be. You'll have to take tax accounting from me, and what a wonderful course that can be. All right, thank you. All right. Let's hit the road.
The Singing Profs Ham It Up 85 album and the Ham It Up Tour 85 t-shirts are available in the lobby after the performance.
Ends the broadcast day for WXOW TV. WXOW TV is owned and operated by TAC Communications Incorporated and operates on Channel 19 with a maximum power of 625,000 watts visual and 63,000 watts aural by authority of the Federal Communications.
Whoa.